Where I come from is the Kenyan coast. It is basically a touristic destination. And this woman actually got married, and her husband was actually a gangster. He was actually doing something illegally behind her back. She had no idea. So when the police were after him, he decided the nearest place to run to is the next door neighbor, which is joining the terror group. So the woman actually joined the husband, and they were both in Somalia. And this woman ended up becoming a militant. She even was trained on how to use the guns, and she was busy working with the husbands. But the moment they landed in Somalia, they were no longer together. They were separated. So this woman befriended one of the Kenya Defense Forces, military. She ended up befriending him, and that is how she got her help into coming back. She was actually given uniform by the KDF and acted like one of the police officers. When the guy discovered this is a woman who is very innocent, she was brought into this thing, and the sad story when she tells you they were sexually molested, she had to sleep with many of those militant guys. So it is not something that she's happy talking about, but the good thing about the whole thing is she managed to escape by the help with the Kenya Defense Forces, and she actually came back into the country. And as we speak today, she's a role model. She works in my organization, and she speaks on behalf of the girls who have been affected, who have come back, and who is actually encouraging the other girls to move on with their lives. She's really become a mentor, and she's become a role model. So that is a good story to talk about. When they come back, the society ignores them. One, it is because of the stigma. Number two, Kenya as a country does not have any legal framework for integration. So this is work as civil society. We do it voluntarily to try and help the people come back into the community. So we work together with the government. We try to convince the government that these girls who are coming back, most of them who are trafficked, are not actually guilty of anything. They need to be heard so that they can decide that they need to help them. Most of these girls have come back sick. Some of them have come back traumatized. Others have been infected. Others have come back with babies. So it's unfortunate that because the government does not have a policy in place, believes anybody joining the terror group is guilty as charged. So as civil society, we thought it was our duty to come and become the mediators, to come and actually engage the government and tell them we need to hear these girls' stories so that you can actually help them.